Hey, what's up? It's Mark coming at you with another video, and today I want to talk about smoothies. Smoothies, as most of you know that follow me on Instagram and Facebook, I'm a huge fan of smoothies. But there's sometimes a pushback on people when they talk about, isn't smoothies and protein powders and all these, aren't these all just the same thing? And do I really need them? Are the common questions that people ask me. And I view a smoothie as a way to get jam-packed nutrition inside a great tasting, super flavorful drink that I can make sure that I get every single day, because for me, I'm a creature of habit. So that's how I view a smoothie, as a way to get all my different sources of nutrition that I wouldn't sit down at my kitchen table and eat those in a bowl, but I will drink them in a smoothie and derive some of those benefits from a smoothie. So for me in my smoothie in the morning, I always make sure that it has fats, proteins, and I use fruit inside my smoothie. So let me tell you what's inside of my smoothie. So I use a protein powder that's derived from pea and rice. So why I like pea and rice? Personally, for me in my diet, I don't eat a whole lot of vegetarian options for protein. I mostly stick to the meats and the fish categories. But that doesn't mean that I'm getting everything that I need in my diet from just eating meat and fish. I think it's important to kind of flip through the levels there and derive some proteins from some plants every now and again as well. So for me, I start my day with a smoothie that comes from pea and rice. The trick with pea and rice proteins is that you need to make sure that they're not contaminated with like these different substances that are in there to make them taste good. So what I mean by that is pea and rice protein doesn't really taste that good unless it's flavored. So what I always try to watch out for is I don't want to see anything that's artificial on the ingredients list. I don't want to see aspartame, Splenda, sucralose. I don't want to see any of those words. I'm trying to stay away from those. They give me instant headaches. So the things that I'm trying to do to look for are sweeteners like monk fruit and stevia. And I'm even okay with some cane sugar because, again, I know what my body does with sugar, and I know that I don't consume a whole lot of it in the other parts of my day. So I'm okay with it coming in with a little bit of my smoothie to make sure that it's mixed well and palatable and all these things that I derive as benefits from my protein powder. I also use fats. I use coconut oil and I use nut butters inside my smoothies. So I personally love coconut oil. I love the flavor it gives. I love some of the health benefits that coconut oil can offer. I don't think coconut oil is the cure for all your ills, but again, it's one of those great foods that nature provided us that we can certainly derive benefits from eating it on a continuous basis. And I use nut butters. I use two in particular. I use pumpkin seed butter because it's laced with nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and for men, it's very, very good to kind of maintain those nutrients that we need to keep our testosterone levels normalized and keep our sperm swimming and keep our skin healthy, and all those different things are derived from pumpkin seed butter. So I use that one. And I use peanut butter. I like peanut butter. I try to buy a version. It's called Fatso. So it has avocado oil and peanut butter, but kind of mixed together. So it's not just the regular old Kraft, you know what I mean? We use that sometimes in our house on top of things for our kids. But for most times in my smoothie, I try to pick the best one, and that Fatso one for me seems to be the trick there. And for me, I use a bunch of different fruits. So I use pomegranate seed kernels. Those are fantastic, loaded with vitamin C and antioxidants. I love those. I love banana in my smoothie, or a plantain. I'll mix that out for a plantain. Very, very good for your gut bugs. I use cherries in a frozen sense because basically frozen cherries are going to give me a little bit of sweetness to my smoothie, but also very, very good for my gut bugs as well. And the last one I use is basically blueberries. So simple. I buy the frozen organic blueberries from the supermarket, dump them in a smoothie, and that's my smoothie, folks, with a little bit of ice, a little bit of water, blend that up, and you got a delicious smoothie kind of ready to go. And like I said to you, it hits all the categories and all the boxes there for what comes into the day from the proteins, fats, and carbs. And it's something that I love to drink. We drink it every single day, and even now my kids drink it. So that's a little bit about smoothies. So let me kind of dive into a little bit more detail on what I mean by this aspect of, is a protein powder or a protein source or nutritional shake, do I need it? That'll be my next video. Let's stay tuned for that one. Hope you enjoy what's in my smoothie. I'll post some of the things that are in my smoothie down below. And again, kind of walk you through some of the ways that do you make a decision? Do you need it or not in the next video? Talk soon.